And right now, it is time to spread the word and share this video. I'm here. I still have this. I'm here in the People's Santa hat. People's Santa hat. I am Money Rock. This is the #1 electrifying Smackdown Ranger Brunny Binning People's WWE channel. And right now it is time to check out every single one of my videos, and I want to see those comments rolling in. It is also time, I said it's also time to let all your friends know, let every single person you know, let every single person you know, and get that voice heard, because it is the word of mouth that the Money Rock relies on. And yes, I still have this, and I'm waiting for that moment to cash in. Just one very small second. But while I'm doing this, do follow me on Twitter at RickTheRockPate30. And you can also add me on Facebook at RichardJP. I urge you to do that right now, as well as going viewing and liking FCW Forbidden Championship Forbidden Championship Wrestling on Facebook, and WWE World Wrestling Alliance on the Facebook. Because once again, this is review time. I've got many shows to review, so we'll start with PCW Festive Fury. So there was 6 matches in total. This was kind of just a show to have fun, just kind of a show to throw away show. Didn't really mean much, but still I will run through those matches. So first match was an elf and safety match in which Jack Mulligan got that 1, 2, 3 on Daniel Lee. So they're going to start pushing him. Then why not? In our next match of the evening, we saw in Big T's naughty list. So Big T Justice took on 5 guys, one after another, so kind of a gauntlet match. He beat the Baby Jesus, Colin Cracker, The Count, the Ultimate Vegan, and Bruce Wheeler. So a bit of a fun right there. It was then time for the Christmas Battle Royal. This was fun. Everybody also dresses up as Santa. It was called the Santa Battle Royal, but this year was a Christmas Battle Royal. And Baby Jesus' dad won. He was actually called, I don't know if he was called Joseph or not, but that's what they called him. He's actually the dad of the person who did play Baby Jesus on that night. Your next match of this evening saw in triple threat action an actual proper match, which we saw Dave Birch square off against Philip Michael and AC Striker, and Dave Birch picked up this win here. So yeah, good win for him there. We then saw in a Christmas Weapons Alliance match, Sugar Dunkerton facing off against James Finn. This was a funny match, and Sugar Dunkerton picked up that W. No shocker there. And then in your main event of the evening, in a lumber sack match, in tag team action, we saw T-Bone and making her debut, DJ Connie V facing off against Sheikh El Sham and Mark Alexander Price. This was a decent match actually, and T-Bone and DJ Connie V got the W. So going for them. And I give Festive Fury 2018 5 out of 10. It was actually a decent event. The next PCW event is at the end of this month, December 29th. It's PCW Endgame, Guildhall in Preston, so I'll see you there. And who knows, I might be cashing in. Because next up is the 205 Live review. While I'm doing this, do go and view and like the Evolve People's WE page, Team Bring It on Facebook. And never forget to smash that bell, turning every single one of my notifications on. It's very, very easy, very, very simple. So on 205 Live, only 2 matches this week. Buddy Murphy did beat Grandmaster Leak. Not really much we said in that one. But Cedric Alexander did beat Tony Nese, so that's building for him heading in to TLC this Sunday. We'll give this week's 205 Live 5 out of 10. Do like and subscribe for those 2 shoutouts. I said like and subscribe for 2 shoutouts. Because you want to wait to the end of the video to some big news coming. Because next up is the Mixed Match Challenge review. So, where are we? One second here. Can't get the stuff these days. Here we are. So, it was the semi-finals for a Mixed Match Challenge. And in a fresh match, Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox got the 1, 2, 3 on Apollo Crews and Bayley. So they now advance to the finals. And R-Truth and Carmella was a very surprising. There was a very, very big win, beating The Miz and Asuka. So now at TLC in a fresh match, it will be Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox versus R-Truth and Carmelo, with the winner receives an all-expensive pay trip and the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble. So this is very, very interesting. I don't really know who I'd pick. I think Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox need the push. Alicia Fox wasn't in the Women's Royal Rumble last year, but R-Truth does have a movie out, so maybe they want to push him. So I really don't know. But this week's, because it was surprising, we'll give it 6 out of 10 for Mixed Match Challenge, and it's the last one for this year. Not sure if they do it this next year or not. But next up, you've guessed it, is the Raw review. And while I'm doing this, like and subscribe for 2 massive big shout outs. So one, Monday Night Raw. There was tables, ladders and chairs all around the ring, obviously hyping up TLC tables and chairs this Sunday. Seth Rollins was in the ring talking, and Baron Corbin came out and spoke. Really good promo by Seth Rollins, actually telling the truth, kind of a bit of a shoot interview. Your first match tonight, it was for the Raw Tag Team titles, which Bobby Roode and Chad Gable became your brand new Raw Tag Team champions by beating AOP and Drake Maverick. So just hope that now AOP won't be held back. But good to see Bobby and Chad win the titles. At TLC this Sunday, it will be Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match. Fair enough. I don't think you should have a tables, ladder, chair match and a table match every year, but TLC match, just like Hell in a Cell, just like really the Elimination Chamber, should be a rarity. That's my opinion. Natalya did come out talking, then Ruby Riott did. She brought a table with a picture of Jim the Anvil Neidhart on it. This just hypes up that match. In singles action, Drew McIntyre, after the bell rang, got a win, and that bell rang because he was victorious over Dolph Ziggler. So that builds momentum for him heading into tables and chairs this Sunday. The very quick match, a meaningless match. Bayley beat Alicia Fox, which we said in this one. In the fresh match, Leo Rush got the 1, 2, 3 on Elias. And Heath Ledger was a referee in this match. So let's just see if Heath Ledger's actually going to be a referee. If he is, why not? He's going to get more of a push than he was going to do as a wrestler. But certainly a good win for Leo. Alexa Bliss came out. Nia Jax grabbed the microphone and talked. Then Ronda Rousey did. Then Ember Moon came out. This led to a match in which Ember Moon picked up a victory against Tamina. Not what we said in this one. The Lashley versus Elias match at TLC is now changed to a ladder match with a guitar hanging above the ring. So again, like I said, shouldn't give you a ladder match every year. Speaking of tables, ladders and chairs this Sunday, it will be Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight Championship. So if they're going to start pushing 205 Live, they're going to start pushing the Cruiserweight division, then why not? And it looks like they are. They put Lucha House Party on main event, Raw, and Mustafa Ali was on SmackDown. And I'll get to that a little bit later on. Where were we? And then in your main event of the evening, a TLC Tables on the Tier match for the Intercontinental Championship, Seth Rollins did retain over Baron Corbin, and once again, Heath Slater was a referee. I actually thought it was a good run. You had a TLC match, as Michael Cole said, the first time in 6 years. So I give this week's Raw 6 out of 10, but for those 2 shout-outs, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe right now. The next up is the NXT UK review. So NXT UK, as always, 2 episodes in a fresh match in singles action. Flash Morgan Webster did beat Fabian Aichner. Now I would have had Fabian win, but okay. In a very quick match in women's action, which was also a fresh match, we saw Isla Dawn beat her opponent, Killer Kelly. And Nyla Talks, Rhea Ripley came out. And now I'd give Killer Kelly a push. Her look and her background, I think, fits. In this was a rematch, but in tag team action, Zach Gibson and James Drake once again beat Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan. So they're going to get a push, then why not? Certainly James Drake. And in the NXT tag team titles were unveiled before the show, and they really do look good. I think they look fantastic, and unlike any other WWE belts, the WWE title, Universal title, Raw Women's title, SmackDown Women's title, and NXT UK belt all look very similar. And in the main event of the evening, also a fresh match, Joe Coffey picked up a W in the win column over Trent Seven. So going for him there. On the second episode, Gallus. So Gallus is now Wolfgang and the Coffey brothers, Joe and Mark. So Wolfgang and Mark Coffey beat Ashton Smith and Ligero in a fresh match. Going for them there. But it looks like they're now stopping pushing Ligero. Also in a fresh match, Joe Connors pinned his opponent, Jack Starr. So again, like I said, we played this last week. If Joseph Connor's going to get pushed, then why not? In women's action, this was also a fresh match. In fact, there were all fresh matches on this night. Ginny picked up a very much needed win against Zaya Brookside. Zach Gibson and James Drake came out talking. This was kind of to hype them up. And in your main event, the Bomber Dave Mastiff remained undefeated as he beat Eddie Dennis. So Dave Mastiff really is getting a good push. I would have had this end by DQ or counter or something, because, well, there's a match coming up at NXT UK Takeover Blackpool. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you've probably read it somewhere. But I give this week's NXT UK 6 out of 10. But right now, I want to see you hitting that subscribe button. Next up is the SmackDown live review. Once again, tables, ladders and chairs were all around the ring and on the ramp. Daniel Bryan did come out talking. He grabbed this very microphone right here and spoke. And then Mustafa Ali did. So great to see Mustafa Ali on SmackDown Live. Let's see if this actually does anything for him. And it really does look like they're now pushing 205 Live. This led to a match in a fresh match in which Daniel Bryan beat Mustafa Ali. But in what an incredible match there. And yeah, just incredible to see Mustafa Ali on SmackDown. At TLC, and once again, another match has been made, will be Randy Orton squaring off against Rey Mysterio in a chairs match. Again, don't really have a chairs match every year, but fair enough. This was a really pointless segment, but the New Day hosted the rap battle. The Bar versus Usos. Nobody won because the Bar just beat up New Day and Usos. This hypes up the triple threat match, but absolutely pointless. The Miz came out talking, and then Shane McMahon came out and cut a promo. This led to a match in which the Miz and Shane McMahon beat Chip and Chad. I just don't really know what they're doing with the Miz and Shane here. One in the same program, Miz can be face and heel all at the same time. I just don't know what they're doing. The Viper, Randy Orton, came out and spoke. Then Rey Mysterio came out and hit him with a steel chair. That hypes up their matchup at Tables, Ladders and Chairs this Sunday live. In your next match of the evening, in a fresh match in tag team action, Rusev and Jeff Hardy did get that win over Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. Going for them, Rusev got the pin, but Shinsuke really just isn't getting a push. I presume there's going to be Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev for the US title this Sunday at TLC. But knowing WWE, they'll probably stick it on SmackDown next week. Then your main event of the evening was a WrestleMania rematch, which we saw Asuka facing off against Charlotte, but Asuka won by DQ because Charlotte hit Asuka with a kendo stick, and then Becky Lynch was out there as well, and then Asuka beat up Becky Lynch and Charlotte with a kendo stick. So I get it, they don't want either person to look weak heading in or really this close to TLC, but I give this week's SmackDown Live, from me, it gets a 6 out of 10. Now like and subscribe, because next, last but not least, is the NXT review. So in singles action, in a fresh match, EC3, well, I would have said picked up a much needed win and a very important win over Bobby Fish. I'll say one out of the tag team champions, I think, or is it Roderick Strong? Or is it the Freebird rule? Who knows? And Undisputed Era had an incredible portrait. We said this was actually a big win for EC3. In tag team action, One Lorcan and Danny Burch did beat the mighty. One and Danny really have had an incredible year. If they're going to do the Dusty Rhodes Classic next year, I wouldn't mind seeing them win it. In women's action, and you've guessed it, a fresh match. Maya Yim pinned Renee Gonzalez's shoulders to the mat. Not really much we said in this one. And in your main event of the evening, also a fresh match, we saw the North American title being defended. Ricochet did beat Tyler Breeze and retain his championship. So I give this week's NXT 5 out of 10. I think the WWE should do more of that. People just aren't being used on the main roster. Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, people have been on NXT, Norway Jose, probably also Payne soon, Mike Kanellis, not been on NXT, but still. And the Ascension, just stick them back on NXT, because then you've got a Raw superstar or a SmackDown superstar on NXT and just let them be pushed. 1 second, just drop something. So that has been the review for this week. I did say that there's going to be huge news at the end of this video, and this is it. Next year it's all changing. What Eternal needs to grow, and both my Facebook pages need to grow. So on WWE World Wrestling Alliance and the Evolve People's WWE page, that's when we're going to start doing Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, and NXT UK reviews, and any other WWE show, Mixed Match Challenge, Mae Young Classic, Starrcade, Tribute to the Troops. I'll also be doing Kids Magazine Unbaggings, and also small PTW events. For instance, Festive Furies done a major event, or they had an event on December 1st. Again, wasn't a major event. So major events in my eyes are their version of Tribute to the Troops or Tribute to the Armed Forces. Maybe Spring Slam, their anniversary show, Halloween show, Road to Glory, end of year show possibly. So that's all changing. Like I said, I want everything to grow. My Facebook will be changing on a whole as well. A few changes coming to that. That's why it's very, very important to add me. And yeah, that's going to be the future. On the channel remaining will be, I'll still be doing WWE pay-per-view reviews. I'll still be doing PTW major event reviews. And I'm going to be focusing more on FCW Forbidden Championship Wrestling next year. I want that to grow as well. So do drop a big like and always subscribe. I will show you my Christmas presents on this channel, obviously after Christmas. But let me know in those comments below, what do you think about those changes? Are you looking forward to those? Do you think those are a bit good? I think they're going to be good. It just means I can grow my channel, I can grow my Facebook pages, because I do have quite a lot on one page. On, like, I'll be honest, on the Evolve People WWE page, it's just over 100, and I like, which is great, but I want to get a lot more. And I'll be honest, here I only got 52 subscribers. I've been doing this for over a year. So again, I really want it to grow. But do like and subscribe. Like and subscribe if you smell what Money Rock is cooking.